Okay, we're going to go take a look at my 77 El Camino. I've had it a couple of months and I've started to work on it already. Please don't mind the shop. It's a little junked up today. Well, this is the Elky. Like I said, it's a 77, fourth generation. It's in real rough shape. It's a rust bucket. It's got a mid-90s 5.7 liter V8 350 fuel injected. I believe it's the throttle body injection, and it's got a modern overdrive transmission that goes with the engine. I believe the motor and tranny came out of a Silverado, and no idea when it was transplanted in. And I bought this thing right, and I pretty much bought it for the engine and transmission, but we'll see where we go from there. The Elky had most of its trim, had bumpers, had bezels, had a grill, but the grill's broken. It had almost all the exterior trim on it. I've taken some of it off already. Had some thick Bondo in places. It's going to have to come up, and of course it's going to have to be completely body worked. This was a El Camino Classic as far as I can tell, but it's got a whole bunch of the SS options. Like, for example, it had sport mirrors on both sides. It had a factory, what they called a skylight or a sky roof, but it's a sunroof either way. It had the tilt column, and as you can see, it's got the square gauges. Now, my understanding is that makes it a Classic and not a SS. The SS had round gauges, but it does have the floor shifter, which was an SS option. Manual windows, which I like. As you can see, the door card there, the door panel, the color interior and exterior was Firethorn red, and that's what I intend to take it back to. Like I said, this thing was a rust bucket, and the floor pans are completely rusted out. So I'm in the process right now of cutting out all the cancer and all the rot, and once I get all that done, then I'm going to take a look at whether I'm better off just completely replacing the entire floor pan completely, or maybe even if I need to junk the whole damn thing. Is it going to be worth the effort? I don't know. But it's a rust bucket. One good thing is a section there in the smuggler's hatch, and underneath the bed, that's all good. There's no rust, no rot, and that's a real important area. So we'll see where we go from there. It's got a nice, like I said, all the options. It had 4-channel stereo. You can see the speakers in the rear pillars there. Had the upper lights in the front and the back of it. And of course, when I got it, it had your good 1985 AM/FM cassette. We snatched that out of there. Dash is going to have to come out of there eventually. And like I say, the interior obviously is going to have to be completely redone. We're ready to do that if need be. It came with the buckets. Again, the Firethorn red, they're cloth. They're really tired. I'm probably going to change those to the same red in a complete and a total vinyl. We'll see how that goes though. The bed too had a lot of damage. Has a lot of damage. The smuggler's hatch was in really bad shape. The forward part of the bed looks to be in bad shape, but the back part looks good, so haven't got there yet. A big part of the damage was caused by a leak in the sill that I have already repaired, because for a while, a month or so, I had this thing sitting outside and I didn't want any more water leaking in there, so I fixed it up temporarily with some JB Weld. But we'll get a permanent repair on that here shortly. Let's see what else. Of course, it's going to need tires and wheels, and as we said, a whole bunch of body work. Got a little bit of frame damage too. In the back, somebody had put a trailer hitch on here, and when they did, I don't know if the trailer got away from them or what, but it really snatched on that back part of the frame. Had been up bad, so that's going to have to be replaced, and then the frame squared on a frame machine. If we look under the bottom, it's dual exhaust with headers. That's a 10-inch Chevy rear end. I believe it's got 308 gears, and it's positive traction. And it's, of course, it's got your good old muscle car rear suspension, 4-link rear suspension. The funny thing is, it's got the original air shocks on it, and those are pretty cool. We'll probably replace those with air shocks, modern day stuff, so we'll get the same kind of muscle car ride. Like I say, the body part and the exterior is for the most part good. There's a few places of rot that's going to require some patch panels, and we'll get that done. Hopefully in the spring I'm going to be able to pull the body off, separate the body from the frame, and we'll get to work on the thing full time. I've got a Dodge truck that I got to finish up and get sold, but this is the introduction to my Elko project, and we'll see where we're at next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.